Hi everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today's another C-PTSD video. I've been making a lot of these lately, and I've been putting them in a playlist called Healing C-PTSD. I recommend all of you go and watch the rest of those videos, okay? If this one, especially if this one rings close to home with you. So I've talked about a lot of different topics about this, and here's just another one. This is vulnerability. And we all hate vulnerability, don't we? We don't want to be vulnerable. I know, I understand, believe me, it's not a comfortable feeling for me either. It's becoming more comfortable. But I've dealt with these issues growing up in my life and even in my adult life. It's susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. You know, that's what we're afraid of. And that's why disordered people do the smear campaign, don't they? So you get to know them, and when you guys split up, whoever it is that did it, they're afraid of being exposed. They're afraid because they were vulnerable. They are vulnerable. They're really vulnerable when someone they know goes away from them, and they think that you're going to expose them. They think you're going to talk all kinds of bad stuff about them, so they start the smear campaign first. They strike first. They tell you all these bad things, you know. That's why they do it. But why do we need to be vulnerable, right? Because I'm obviously making this video to tell you that we need to be, that it's okay. Vulnerability allows for opportunity in our lives. And you're asking, well, how? How can being vulnerable be opportunistic? I'll tell you how. Back to disordered people, narcissists and borderlines. It's a great way for us, especially, to look at things in life and see why we need to do these things that they don't do. Narcissists and borderlines will not be vulnerable. They cannot allow themselves to be vulnerable to anybody. They cannot allow you to see who they really are. They have massive insecurities, tons of shame. They believe and know that they're bad people. So, you know, they may not be completely fully aware of every way they abuse you, but they know they're abusing you. They know they're bad people. They're born out of total shame. Trauma and abuse, and their parents telling them they're bad people. They believe it. They're bad people. They believe this. Massive insecurities. They're afraid. You know, that's why they have a mask. That's why they have the false ego. That's why they're afraid when it falls off that you're going to tell people when you really see them. That's why they lie. That's why they manipulate. That's why all the accusations and smear campaigns, you. They're afraid of exposure. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They don't want anybody to know. That's why they never say sorry. That's too vulnerable. And that's something that we always should do. Tell people we're sorry for things we've done or just way we've made people feel. We all need to feel like we belong, and that's a big one. In society, I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to get huge into it, but we have to be a part of society. We have to feel we belong, and that transpires in all parts of our life. We need to feel that we belong in a group, at work, at school, with our friends. We need to belong. You know, we need that sense of belonging somewhere. And in society, we've learned this, that we're safer in numbers. We aren't safe alone. You know, when a long time ago, when we had predators surrounding us that were going to kill us, we couldn't defend ourselves, and we learned that safety in numbers really helps us. And anybody that strays away from the group is imminent death. They're dead, right? So they know this. It's an instinctual fear that we have, for thousands of years. We have to be a part of society, a member of society. You're on your own, you're dead. So it's really important, vulnerability. We cannot group this into other bad feelings, like shame and sorrow and sadness and depression and all these things, because what do we do with all these bad feelings? What do we usually do? We ignore, we suppress, we numb, we have addictions, chemicals, addicted to work, addicted to sex and food. That's how we deal with these bad feelings already, right? So we can't ignore this one either, vulnerability. We can't ignore any feeling at all. And I talk about this all the time. We can't be selective in which we numb. Antidepressants don't just numb depression. They numb everything we feel. Happiness, good and bad. Okay? So we can't ignore it. And we can't ignore any of our feelings, guys. It doesn't work, does it? We need to challenge it. We need to hold it in front of us. We're told to always be strong, but sometimes I'm weak. We're always told to be smart. And sometimes I do very stupid things. And we're taught to be perfect. And I make the biggest mistakes sometimes, especially in my past. Sometimes I'm scared of how I look to others. Sometimes I'm scared of not being accepted in a group. Sometimes I'm scared people will think I'm stupid. But we all have some of these. We all do. We all do. We have to face these things, okay? Because if we do, we have opportunity. A big problem with those that have been neglected, those of us that have been neglected, we missed necessary interactions with our parents. They were necessary. We expected these. We missed out on social interactions. Okay? So we need them. We need as much social interaction as we can get. Okay? And the biggest thing is we are worthy. We're worthy. We're worthy just like everybody else is worthy. So are we. When we react improperly to bad feelings, we make them worse, guys, don't we? What do we do with shame? If we're ashamed of ourselves and we buy into that and we react to that, we behave in a way that our self does not approve of. It causes more shame. You pile the shame on top, on top, on top. Okay? If we know we aren't supposed to talk to the person who abused us, and we do, we feel horrible. We feel ashamed of ourselves. So the reason we talk to them in the first place is because we're ashamed of ourselves. We believe that we're bad enough people, that we deserve that we're worthy of that. So we reacted to shame poorly, and it caused more shame. Okay? Fear makes it come to fruition, doesn't it? We draw the fears closer to us. We end up thinking about fear and scared of it and pushing it away so much, we end up drawing it to ourselves. We make things that we're afraid of happen. Same with vulnerability. If we react improperly to vulnerability, it makes us not grow. It doesn't allow us to grow. And if we don't grow, we don't change, we keep feeling more vulnerable, don't we? Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable gives us that opportunity. Opportunity to learn, opportunity to produce, opportunity to create, opportunity for success. Because we're taking a chance and we're having the experience no matter what the outcome is. And we're taking that chance and we're going to benefit from it no matter what. Because at the very least, we're going to learn, aren't we? And we should grow from that experience. Okay? So, just like all other bad feelings and emotions, if we try to ignore them, suppress them, try and keep them far, far away from us, we don't grow, we don't learn, we don't change. So, the root of this is allowing yourselves to feel worthy enough. Okay, I've made videos about shame. Watch those. Okay, that'll help you. Little bits at a time. Start doing things differently, like I always say. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. It's okay, you guys. It's okay. Stop being scared of the outcome of things. Throw the chips where they fall, where they may sometimes, okay? It really is beneficial. It's life. We can't cut experiences out. We can't just say, I'm going to protect myself and isolate and stay inside. That you will stay right where you are. Okay? The only way you'll change this is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and go outside and have experiences, okay? It's a must. It's the most important thing, okay? I hope you guys understand this. I hope you see the importance of it and go out there and start trying to allow yourselves to be more vulnerable, okay? Say things like, I'm sorry, I love you. facing things that you know might be something wrong with you, but don't allow other people to exploit that and explore that. You know, that's up to us, and that's what happens when we're around these abusers. They make us more and more vulnerable because we're afraid of people seeing who we really are because we feel like crap about ourselves, just like disordered people. So we have to get through that feeling of feeling bad about ourselves. You cannot keep that with you forever. You will miss out on opportunity in your life, okay? Hope you understand. Please go down below and ask me any questions you guys have. If you like, that'd be great if you could share this on any kind of social media, you know, any kind of forums and groups, and put it in a playlist. It'll help, okay? Thank you guys. Always love yourself first, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.